EA Sports. It's in the game. There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be in the All-Madden team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gabriel. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On 1st and 10, Gabriel. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First play, first pass for Brady. That's caught by Waller out left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a play fake. Brady. In trouble, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Brady on third down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Brady going to go on fourth down. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Smith up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Smith trying to run for it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Brady rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Smith. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 99 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by a Sanders. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel, that's caught by Howard. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, now Brady. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Brady. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from the Superdome.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Lawrence going to put it up right away.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start the drive with Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Gabriel looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. To throw on 3rd down. Gabriel. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Throw right side complete to Carter.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Gabriel. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive.
Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
Double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2, Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Gabriel. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Gabriel to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run for it with Cook. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
On 4th down, Gabriel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. No, boy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down, Gabriel.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining.
To go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gabriel eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On the return, Carter. Well, then a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Gabriel. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, 44 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Breece Hall, 68 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Cook up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
He's got Johnson, but that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll try to run with Hall. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Peyton up the middle, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put a team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. And the NFC punt team out there now. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call, 16 yards. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on first down.
Gabriel. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
We're scoreless after one.
Off play action.
Gabriel. He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
O.J. Howard,
31 yards.
as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Fitzpatrick now.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick.
And he wisely will throw that one away. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good.
And this will stay at a 7-point game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Gabriel, flush to his right. And he completes it to Hunt.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us? I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. James Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. Fitzpatrick out to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off the play fake. Gabriel on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got it.